guys. Say, I'm making it too. Honestly, I'm making it. This year will definitely be different from last year. That one is a guarantee. It's settled. It's settled. Now that, we now need to combine both the natural with the supernatural. We know that the sky is not even our limit. The sky is the beginning. So that means the best of the best achievement we have had is nothing compared to what we now be experiencing. Are you getting what I'm trying to say now? So my today definitely is better than yesterday, and my tomorrow will swallow, whatever I've ever experienced before. So let's be excited. Let's be excited. So we are rounding up this subject, Loverage and leverage. And then the last one that we took, we spoke about the fact that we are all in the business of doing good. Are you getting it now? So whoever rejects you is his loss, not your loss. Because you are with a product or service that will liberate destiny, that will prepare a good future. As a matter of fact, there are two kinds of graphs in life. There are some graphs that as you grow in life, you become poorer. There are some graphs as you grow up, your wealth increases. So all those things are primarily determined by what you do, at the beginning. So you can decide whether we like it or not. Everybody is growing per second. It's per second billing. Hope you know that life is per second billing. So as we are growing like this, two things are going to happen to people. You grow, the more you grow, the poorer you become. The more you grow, the richer you become. So whatever you become is not going to be by prayer and fasting. Are you getting it now? It's not going to be by prayer and fasting. It's going to be by the series of activities you have gone through that is now shaping your future experience. So that's why we need to understand this leverage. We as a person, we are guided. We should equip ourselves with empathy. We should put ourselves, we should empathize, with people. We should put ourselves in the film that this is what we have, and this is what we have to offer people that will make their life become better. A lot of Nigerians don't plan for a better life. A lot. Nigeria. A lot of people in the world don't plan for better life. I was discussing with somebody and I asked him, when did they actually get to this, US? He told me about 10 years. How come those who have been there, and he's now teaching some people that have been there for over 20 years, business over there. There are some things that exist in that place that they don't know, but he knows. He knows access to real funds. When I say real funds, that those that this guy made there, they don't have the wealth in his hand. So they think that he's doing, Yahoo is doing, is not what he's doing is purely legit. And he said that these are things that those great guys in US use. He said there is no celebrity, big celebrity in US that does not use it. Now he have access to it. So if you have access to what is making life become pleasurable, and others don't have, and you made them there, they will think you're adding something to. They say, Auntie, get soap for me. Cut soap for me. You hear what I'm trying to say? Whereas the difference is the knowledge. And knowledge is what determines the access to have, the access they have to that, to that tool that can bring about complete transformation in their life. Do you understand me now? So we should not look down. This business is a business with prestige. It's a business of honor. That's just the sincere truth. You see, forget about whether you have some millions in the account or not. Forget about it. If you help several other people to get what they need, you will not pray to get what you need. That is the golden rule. That's a golden rule. You need to buy land, I sell it for you. Genuine land. You need to buy houses, I sell it for you. Whatever you need to buy, I sell. And when I'm selling, I'm going to be compensated. Like what I said, you are not this business does not only give us income, commission, it gives us compensation. And I said compensation is beyond money, but it gives us the commission and the relationship. It's that you can't allow that person to remain in that particular situation. You met him down. he was speaking to you, you listen. The next, you relate and you connect. This is to engage him. And that engagement is how you can move him from that unpleasant experience to an experience that will be pleasant for him or her to now be able to recommend it to others. That is your primary assignment. But your primary assignment sometimes may be taken as secondary. Why your client's primary assignment should be your own primary assignment. Do you understand it now? You know why we are doing what we are doing. It didn't stop us from associating. There must be a connection. I've participated in a place before and I began to shed tears. Not because I plan to shed tears, but because I was engrossed. I said, how I wish you just get this and step out. And as I was teaching and doing all those things, and I saw people to shed tears, it's transferred. Because there was a connection. You get what I'm trying to say here now? So you must, I'm not saying that you'll be shedding tears before your client too. I'm not saying that. Hope you know what I'm saying now. So please, if you shed tears, so you must know. So you must know when to do what. Are you getting it now? So you engage with passion, and when you engage with passion, introduce your product, blah blah, with smile, not with frowning face, because your smile, your excitement will bring that person out of the position he is to where you desire. And the next one is solve and add value. For when you present, you offer you offer, you solve and add value by offering your product and service. Let them know everything about it, the payment plan, everything about what you are offering, and what that product will also do, addressing their own specific need. And the moment you offer, this is it, here is the form. You should always go with form, with application form, whether in soft copy or hard copy. Are you getting it now? I know somebody who came to just find out. He came to just find out in the office, and we were talking. And I've spoken to them extent. If they just busted into my office, what have you been saying things now? Just removed in my drawer, brought out the phone. The guy didn't have the time to buy. Brought out the phone. Oh yeah, guy, feel. The guy look at this madam, say, feel now. You have been talking. And the guy filled. As against what the guy told me that he wanted to buy, one plot. When the guy feel one plot, they say one plot. As we say one plot. You look at this. People like you should buy 6 plots now. Madam, do you know my purse? No. It's for your own advantage. It's for your own good. If you can't buy 6, I buy 3. The man wrote 3, and the man part paid there. Now, if there wasn't such too, it might make it look like those people that we said our number is not available to. You understand? But it took it ahead, took it further. And then the moment that person feels, and you took him through the process, and he got allocated. That allocation is where trust is built, and that is what that is taking us to number 5. Convert with trust. Are you getting it now? So you close sales through credibility, testimonials, and a whole lot of things. You don't have problem about allocation, this and this and this and this and this. No, you don't have problem. So this is what is happening. And after that, number 6 is retain and nurture. You retain them, you nurture them, because the first land they buy is not going to be the hand. If all this is the first and last, God forbid. Are you getting it now? So you need to engage, in such. And how do you retain? You retain, you nurture. You always communicate with them. A woman was chatting me, and each time she chatted me, I was always on site, because we were busy with a whole lot of things at Harmony Gardens, Lusada, that we even hardly stay in the office throughout last week. So she had been chatting, but I didn't have the time to respond. And I was actually in a particular place, but I wasn't the one now talking. I just stood outside, and she called me. I said, let's chat. I can't pick. She even sent a voice tone. I said, I cannot listen. Just let's chat. Now, when we were chatting, we spoke. When we finished she was one of our investors. When we finished all those things, and I said, there is this offer. And I introduced harmony to her. We began to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I said, look, I don't have this time. I will take you, talk to me directly. This and this and this. No, I was just communicating with her. She has bought, but I want her to sit by. It will not be first and last. You get it now. And then we spoke and spoke and spoke. And I gave her the offer, blah, 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 blah. She said she's going to communicate with somebody. I said, no, I will send form to you. Because I have form. I sent the form. She said, I gave her a very good offer. Soft copy, yes. She's in diaspora. And then I said that this offer ends March 7. You know, it's March 7. It's this Friday, right? March ends this Friday. I said, just make your initial deposit, then you are into it. When I told her, she said, I don't have money for that. My response was very sharp. I said, okay, God bless you. Piam. After that, I was explaining to Edie. I said, this woman will communicate with me today or tomorrow morning. She communicated in the night. I didn't see the message. I saw it very early in the morning. About that thing. Because I knew I've addressed some situations that she will never, that will not allow her to just think and forget. It's not possible. It's not possible. And the next day, I communicated with the rector. That one too said the woman actually called, blah, 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 blah. I said, this is what I've done on your behalf without even knowing. But because she entered into my one chance, because she chatted me. You get what I'm trying to say now? Last week, Monday, precisely, there's another client that called, also from diaspora. I've not been able to respond. As I just parked the car like this on that particular Monday, I saw, hey, the call came in again. And I picked the call. I was not communicating. He did not have the intention of buying the land. That doesn't mean you should be sending my number to your client. He did not have the intention of buying any plot of land. I said, when you get to Harmony Garden, your problem. You know, I was communicating with him. I was just telling him all those things. He said, blah, blah, blah. You can't buy one, buy two. It will say, I will talk to my... I said, don't talk to your client. I forwarded the thing. Because sometimes you need to be softly aggressive. You know what I mean? You need to be softly. I said, don't talk to your... I send the thing, everything in there, the video, everything in there. I sent it to him. I said, this place, buy build parking in you. That's what I told him. And he said, it's okay. 2 plots coming in. Before I communicated with this rate of 2. I didn't look for them. They chatted me. And I closed them. And I communicated with their realtors. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? But we must ensure that we allow them speak. Let them talk. It's from what they were telling me. I could be a very good listener. And I can encourage you to continue to speak. Wow. Really? I can encourage you because I know that you are softening my own word, my own issue as a counselor or consultant. Because the real solution is from what you are saying. If you actually tell me the real truth from what you are saying, do you understand me now? You cannot have headache and go to government and go to a doctor and say you are having stomachache. It's stomachache prescription will offer you. You know what I'm trying to say now? Now, all these people, they are engaging in repeated sales. That's what we are engaging to them. You know what I'm trying to say now? So, you will not, you see, if only we stay put with all these things, it will help us a lot. Are you getting it now? Now, let's quickly rush to leverage. Wow, the model of leverage. Leverage. Hope you understood this leverage very well, please. All right, leverage. Number 1, identify opportunities. Number 1, identify opportunities. Number 2, strategize smartly. Number 2, strategize smartly. Number 3, automate and systemize. I'm going to talk about that. Automate and systemize. Number 4, optimize and multiply. I will talk about that. They are just English of a kindergarten. Agima.
Optimize
and multiply. Number 5, scale and dominate. Scale and dominate. That's number 5. You know, we said that leverage means is you taking advantage of some available resources to close your sales. So let's talk about identify opportunities now. We were taken to different locations. Our eyes were on opportunities, not on just land. There is nowhere there are no opportunities. And then opportunities are in categories and in degrees. But that doesn't mean you should not use that resources to maximize the opportunity around. We were taken to different places, just in the same way we were taken to different places in Epe, and we saw places. And when we saw places. And the places, you know, all these things that are happening in the Epe now is not new to us. We already knew. There was a time that we were taking, you know, it took us time to actually grab the Epe that we finally grabbed now. We were taken there, and then the barrister that took us there, I've known him for some time now. He doesn't want fight or whatever. And then when we got to that K2 Epe like this, he said left and right is acquisition. Acquisition does not mean you can, because it's not committed. Like NTD, new town development stuff now. Left and right on the road. You get what I'm trying to say now. And it took us about 100 meters inside. He showed us a pillar that state government put. He said all the land before this pillar down to the express is acquisition, is government. Then he said if you cross to the other side, about 150 meters inside is also the same thing. Which we went there, we saw the pillar. You get what I'm trying to say now? And then he now said this place belongs to, he began to mention some state government's name, some governor's name, past governor, you know. I said we don't want this. But eventually when we wanted the place, we couldn't get it. Now we now went to another one which we had now. The surveyor that even took us there, of course, you know, we were just considering some places. We went to another places too. It was free, but it won't, you know, the opportunity it will attract will not be much. But where we are now, you know, it's we can enter through K2, we can enter through Omo, we can enter through Ikorodu. It's just like where we it's a top land, like it's a top land that we can go through any side, very strategic places. You can, you know, left, right, center, everywhere, and you drive straight to that place. But what am I trying to say? I'm trying to tell us that it's not enough to just get land, but to identify the opportunities that are there. Epe, not all Epe should be seen as opportunity. Are you getting it now? And then Lusada, not all Lusada should be seen as opportunity. There is no place that is not just in the location of the place, but in how strategically positioned the place is. You know what I'm trying to say now? So as a salesperson who is taking advantage of this level of the existing one, you see, there is no client except you they don't have money that we have taken to Harmony Garden that we not buy. Some realtors are even going now on their own. I mean, they are going on their own. They are going on their own. This because it's straightforward. Very straightforward. Are you getting it now? So, except if you don't want, and that is kind of strategy place we desire for now. You get what I'm trying to say now? So, when you as a salesperson, when you see people, you see opportunity, number one. Then you also need to equip yourself with the tools to hook their own opportunity. So that you don't talk and talk or do inspection and do inspection without closing the sales. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say here now. So we need to understand this very, very well, so that it will be easier for us to actually close sales. So you identify the opportunities. And the opportunities now is like two-edged sword. From the properties you have in your portfolio and from the gathering you find yourself. Because in some gathering, they may not even need you to introduce to them Lusada. Some garden may be just purely Ibeju, Lekki. You get what I'm trying to say now? And some, but if anyone comes to you and tells that he needs Ibeju, Lekki, and you ask that person for his budget and he's telling you 750,000 naira, you will know that it's not Ibeju, Lekki that person needs. Like somebody called ED last year and he said, Madam, I need a land along Dangote Express Road. Gong. What is your budget? 2 million, 2.5 million. He said you can never. And the lady got angry. And she went elsewhere looking for. Later she called ED. He said, what about 10 million naira? You can't get. You can't get. Maybe 10 million naira is about maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago you can still get. But not now. You can't get. You can't. You see, like as all the land from Aton to that Lusada, the ones on the road, you know how much they sell them on one plot? It's not less than 30 million, 35 million, 40 million. Yes. It's not less than. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So we need to understand all these things so that we know how to navigate all this. So strategy, you need to be able to recognize your opportunities. Is the opportunity shouldn't be spotted in a hurry. That's one thing I want us to to understand. Shouldn't be spotted in a hurry, but sometimes it could just come like a flash, but it's much more than a flash. It's much more than a flash. All right, so the next one is what, please? Strategize smartly. Now when you spot the opportunity, especially if you are in a gathering, you spot the opportunity, like you spot a prospect or a buyer, you don't just go to that person and say, hello, how are you? I just want to tell you that we sell land. You establish a common ground. How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You can even start with politics. You know you are not a fan of politics, but it doesn't mean that if you don't know anything about politics, just Google what is trending politically in Nigeria. We give you read small, and then you start. How are you doing? Especially when you find that that person is interested in politics. If he's interested in politics and not football, you use football, it will not give you attention. Do you understand me? So just so that you have a common ground, and by that common ground, you know, I'll be talking about, but you'll be finding every means. Like you are talking to me about footballer now, blah blah blah. If people will think that it's only football that makes them sustain well, do you know how many footballers in Nigeria that receive billions of naira and they are poor now? Only those who back up all this money by investment are still any big now. You know what I'm trying to say now? So there is no wealthy man in the world that does not store up their wealth in real estate. You know what I'm trying to say now? So you come back, everything is around real estate too. And it's not because I'm a marketer. It's because of what I know. And to spoil it all, I'm even a marketer. You get what I'm trying to say now? So you need to divert everything. You use, you don't put on the hook the food the fish will not eat. The fish will run away from the hook. You get it now? So it is the food the fish is eating that you put on the hook, now you put into the. You get what I'm trying to say here now? So by so doing, you are already developing, a connection. Because you are not just going to push the sales onto them straight, but to start with a story, to just find every means, to establish a common ground. Late last year, we closed in the office very late, and then we went to an eatery very close by. As I was just parking, and then I seen this gentleman. I kept quiet. I was with Edie that night too. And then I came in, we were queuing. And me and the man were looking at ourselves. And if they just started a statement, these people, they have finished all this food. Oh. The man was behind me. If they made a statement, the man had, because he just finished from his office too. The man said, even the food I want to buy is not available. I just looked at the man. I said, wow. With Nawa, I entered the conversation. And we started talking. Blah, 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 blah. I just brought out my complimentary card. He gave me his own, and I found out that he's a business manager of a Southwest, unit of a company, of a pharmaceutical company in this nation. I said, I do real estate. He said, yes, you can see it on the cap. Because I put on the cap. So you can see it on the cap. Don't be afraid of wearing real estate too. It makes things easy. Not knowing that the man has been looking at it. So for me to say, I've even forgotten I put on cap. I said, I do real estate. Before he collected the car, he said, yes, I can see it. Yeah. And he collected my exchange. He said, we talk about it. And I've communicated with him. We are on talking time. You see, we need to be strategic. What brought about the conversation? Food. And I entered the conversation with, now wow. You see, it's not difficult to enter any conversation. If only you find a common ground to enter. If you say now wow, when now wow is not needed, like the people that, some people are sleeping in the church, and the pastor is saying that, we were raising money, we want to raise so amount of money, if you can stand up. Those guys now stood up. Nah, they clap. Yeah, took their toe. If you say now wow, when you shouldn't say now wow, you have entered one chance by yourself. Like somebody is telling you did not hear. You say somebody just died in my family. And you did not hear very well. Say now wow, such a thing will never stop in your family. Now that's both with that. So we should listen very well and find a common ground. And what makes you to come into any conversation is not multiple statements. It's not even multiple words sometimes. Really? I can say really, oh. Seriously? You don't mean it. And then with expression, even if that person is not shifting to you, and he's not looking at you, and he said, you don't mean it, you turn. Yes, now. That was what it happened in 1944. If you turn to you, you forget the person he was talking with. But you have a target. You are not a gossip. Neither are you ready to waste your time. But you have what you are loaded with that you want to make available. But you don't jump in. If you jump in, they defend.
Of course.
I get it now. But if you maintain a common ground with them, what will happen? Say, we now. That particular day, you just meant you. My friend, when you are leaving, shake me now. My friend, you see some other time. Can I get a contact? The next time you don't start. You know what I'm trying to say now? Really? Oh, you don't mean it. Seriously? When? Wow! All manner of things. You get what I'm trying to say? So with that you enter. Sometimes it's just hello. Good afternoon. Really? You don't mean it. You look good. That color strikes my mind. Very simple thing. One look for two words. One word I can use to enter a relationship. You are missing a lot. It's of great commercial value. I'm telling you. When you have to boxing. Sometimes we don't know how to boxing. That's why it's making us to say, maybe next week I will try it. Next week will come. Maybe next week I will try it. Maybe next week. Next week, not the end for life. You get what I'm trying to say. So we need to take advantage of that. All right. So now, after you are bumping, strategize smartly, then the next one is to automate or systemize. Now, by means of automation is that sometimes when anybody want to have your contact, right? Don't worry. Let me have yours. You get what I'm trying to say now? Let me have yours. Let me just call it now. Is it your WhatsApp? Yes. I'm getting it now. And if you have that person's contact, and then you want to send yours to that person, make sure that you send your WhatsApp business link that you have some of your properties. You know how they do that, right? Just send a link. You take them to WhatsApp too. You get what I'm trying to say now? And even on your social now, you are doing posts. Don't just write your WhatsApp number. do your WhatsApp link. Once the link is, there is no limit to how many links you can have, and different links will have different kind of product you are advertising per time. The links that I do that is is free now. What's that link stuff? And there's a particular product, there's a particular link, just click it, it take you. So when I see the response, I already know the product they are referring to. You need to automate and systemize. Don't just say my WhatsApp number is, you are not giving the person problem, or first of all saving your number or doing whatever before you cannot give in a link. Just click. To click is faster than to just type the number and write out. Hope you understand it now. So all this, okay, can I have your number? No, let me have your number. Don't let me bug you with that. You are pleasant enough now to collect his number. You get it now, but you know that every number, data is currency. Hope you know. Yeah. So you just take advantage of that. You get it now. You see, we need to be breaking all these things. So we need to be breaking so that we'll be able to enter where we think we couldn't enter before. Now the next one, number 4. After you have done that, you optimize and multiply. You see, you have sold before. Even if you have not sold before, you have had somebody that has sold before. And when you communicate, you know where you know your strength. You know where most of your sales are coming from. When you understand that, you multiply the effect. You get what I'm trying to say now? You multiply, the effort. This is what you did that brought about this sales, and you saw how easy this sales coming. What happened? You multiply it. You get what I'm trying to say now? So once you multiply it, it will reduce effort that has tendency of being wasted. You understand me now? And it will give you more sales conversion. You get what I'm trying to say now? It will give you more sales conversion. You see, know what works for you. What works for me may not work for you. I get it now. Of course, you can be inspired by somebody's. Now, being inspired does not mean you should do exactly what that person is doing. Inspiration means, you have a conviction that what works for one can work for all. Not exactly what that person is doing, or not exactly in the way that person is doing. But if that person gets result, I can get result here too. You get what I'm trying to say? Then you add it up to what you have learned, to your own uniqueness. Don't be hard, man. Don't say I cannot. Well, if you say you cannot, you are right. If you say you can, you are right. There is nobody that is rightly wrong and wrongly right. Everybody is right and right. You get what I'm trying to say now? So you need to understand these things so well. And by understanding this thing, you won't look down on yourself because somebody is getting result. You get it? You will know that it's happening. Then you are inspired. To be inspired means you are getting more strength infused into your inner man that will make you walk above every internally generated friction for you to go outside and take step. You get what I'm trying to say here now? So that is what inspiration. Don't say that somebody is making sales and you work more than that person. Do you know how many internal work that person have done before he does it to work external? I get what I'm trying to say now. You don't know the script I used to help that person to close one plot. You don't know the script I gave that person. And those scripts came as a result of the internally generated stuff. I read, I study, I just finished a particular trade. I told you now, this January I did a trade in 350. I will not use it. I've heard much more than 350. What I learned, and it was a virtual training. Now online data we they use learn more. But these people, to invite them and speak one alone, 350 is not enough. Well, it's highly subsidized. And very few people were on that platform. About 25. And then not few. Multiply 350 by 20. Now 7 million with that too. 7 million, then 25, 5. More. We will not look at. You know what I'm trying to say now? But the 350 I spent, I've earned in the first quarter. Much more than that. You know what I'm saying? But aside from assisting people to say, I sold myself. I sold acres myself. Yes. Acres, man.
And that's what I
I'm sincere with you. And some of these things I use came from that training. I don't come here to talk about theory. Hope you know it's practical. That's that we can connect ourselves to. You know, me I pay. You are learning freely. Yeah, Jesus. Amen. All right. Now, so we are in number 5 now, right? But we are speaking about number 6. You know, whatever you focus on the one that is converting more for you, then you strengthen yourself more. You do it. Now that this is what we are. This is what we are doing now. I mean, this is what I am using now. That is working for me. What you are using is working for you. I dare not get misled to say, let me add what you are using. That will make me lose my attention on what I am using that is highly converting for me. You know what I'm trying to say now? So that's why you need to be focused and very careful. So instead of you dropping or reducing the strength or reducing the degree of what is highly converting for you to absorb any other one that you saw outside, why not mount more on what is working for you that it can produce more? You know what I'm trying to say here now?
Yes, sir.
So if you're able to do that, I'm telling you, with focus, you will earn more. You will know that I don't need to do what you are doing to earn more. And you don't know what I'm doing to earn more. You need to do more of what you are doing that you have earned, that you need to do it more and earn more. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to say here now. Alright, now the last but not the least. Okay, scale and dominate. Now, all what you have done, you duplicate it. You see, Premium means spotting an opportunity, act on it to produce result. Premium. And 2 prefixes are added that gave it different meaning, but the bottom line is still the same thing. You know, we have what they call entrepreneur and we have entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means, you are leveraging on someone's existing platform. Are you getting it now? There is little or no risk at your hand. Are you getting it? I'm not saying there is no risk, you get what I'm trying to say now. But the percentage is lower. Are you getting it now? But what you are doing is still what you are doing. Now, entrepreneur means, you are completely taking the risk, spotting, and at the same time, you are the major coordinating factor in that venture. Now, as we all are seated now, we are supposed to combine the entrepreneurship to entrepreneurship and explode. You get what I'm trying to say here now? Because we are, I'm telling you, yes. And at the same time, you see, whatever you have done, that you have results, don't be an African man to hide it. African man, we always hide it. If he knows now, who knows? That the spirit will not make me, all those manner of things. No. But be a good man, a good woman. You get what I'm trying to say? So you are supposed to combine both entrepreneurship to entrepreneurship together. Now, listen to this. I will tell you this. Everything you do in entrepreneurship is what you also duplicate in entrepreneurship. So the best time to flex your muscle is when you are at low risk. That's why you are at low risk. You get what I'm saying? You see, what we are doing now, we are only mounting, is what we've been doing years ago, where we were. Are you getting what I'm trying to say now? We've always been recruiting. Because we're talking about what now here? We're talking about scale and dominate. You dominate, you scale when you are bringing more people into your system, you scale and dominate when you are bringing more people into your system, that you don't sell only when you go to the market. You sell even when you are asleep at home. Anyone that belongs to your team, whenever he sells, you sell. Are you get what I'm trying to say now? You see that by so doing, you are spreading, you are scaling, and you are dominating. This that I'm doing to you, you should do it to the team you are raising. That is when you cannot say that you are an authority in this. Or that's when you cannot say that you're actually building a team. It's not enough to just be gathering people. This is my referral. If the referral is just full and they are not fed. I get it now. But I just want you to know that to scale and dominate, there are things you must do. And you can't do it alone. You do it with a team. Your team may even be individual people that don't have enough strength individually, but when they come together, you know what I mean now? You know, a stick of broom is easily broken, but when they are in bunches, even the strongest man can't break it. That's how forming a team will look like. And when you form a team, you will see that your own weakness, one of your team members that seems weaker than you, is stronger than you in that weakness. It will help you out. And you too, because there is like a flow going in. So you need to scale. That is where wealth begins. You see, all of us, we have businesses that we keep spreading. But the most important thing, like what I said previously, you have to combine the intrapreneurship and entrepreneurship together. You get it now? So that you will just try as much as possible to know little things about everything. A particular engineer and surveyor they brought to a site, to just do some work for us on the site, was saying some things. And he was looking at me that he said, MD, you may not even know that. I said, me. You know, when he said, let me talk to the engineer. I said, what do you want to say? He said, me. When he said it, I just look at him, me. You were saying in school when we started this real estate. He just graduated from his practicing his wearing overall. He thought, and then some of what they taught them in school is on the field, you will know. Because when our boss came to visit us, last December, I said, okay, you did not tell us about this. So he said, they're not the type person this. You go there, go experience. But there are some things we have been taught that prepared us for from such thing. So please, let's scale. Build a team. And in building a team, you need to be deliberate. And you need to, once in a while, aside from sending referral, bringing them, once in a while, bring them together. You too, stand and speak. Everybody can hide under visual, but there are times that you need to encourage physical. Because it's not everybody on the online that will be effective. So that they will see you like that, talk, and do what you should do. All right. Any question, please? Wow. Any question? That's the end. Those are the model. You cannot that the model of leverage is different from the model of leverage, and the two are needed. The two are needed, though. And the two are very much needed. All right. Any question, please?